Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and I'm just doing this video for your interest, Peter. See what I was referring to when I was talking about jujubes, and I was describing growths as primary growth and secondary growth. Now, I don't think that's not a thing it's not a term used by jujube growers. It's just what I use to differentiate between what I consider to be two completely different types of growth. And that's the growth that is much stronger and more vigorous and adds to the size of the plant, and the secondary growths that are the thin twiggy growths that seem to die off and fall off in the winter. So if we look at this plant here, this one's this is my lang. See this shoot here that is extended out from this thick shoot here. We've got this shoot which is much thicker and stronger than the flowering shoots, and there's another one round here as well. It's growing from the end of the stem, and we've got this large main shoot up here, and the shoot itself doesn't have any flower buds on it, whereas all these side shoots, these little side shoots that come off the side, which I'm calling secondary shoots, are the ones that are covered in flower buds. Now I think what's going to happen basically is these ones that cover the flower buds, and if this was to set fruit, obviously it will hold fruits, they seem to expend their energy on flowering and fruit production, whereas this main shoot here and this main one round here will actually extend the height of the plant because they don't have the flower buds on them. Obviously the side shoots that come off this main one have flower buds on, but I consider this a primary growth, and these little side ones here secondary growths. You can see these are very thin and wispy, and they won't actually get much thicker than this, maybe a little bit because they might have to support fruits if any set. But they won't really add to the size of the plant, because what tends to happen is obviously they turn yellow and fall off. Same with these ones down here. Now the Lee hasn't really got, I can't see any what I call primary shoots on it. All of these little nodules here and side shoots are all secondary ones, and all of them have got flowers on. None of them are what I call strong growth shoots. So I'm thinking that this Lee is not going to increase in size at all this year, whereas the lang has already put about 7 or 8 inches on this main shoot. Now obviously it is producing some side shoots of that have flower buds on, but there's not a single flower bud on the main shoot that's growing up. So I think, you know, if that ends up being a foot or 18 inches tall, that will increase the height of the tree by a foot or 18 inches, whereas all these little shoots here won't increase the size of the tree at all. I'm sure some jujube growing experts would disagree with me, but that's the analysis I've made, and that's why I think the tiny seedlings keep dying back each year, because they just don't develop the main growth shoots until they're probably 4 or 5 years old, and then they get to the point where they get a bit more vigorous because the roots are more established. Anyway, I hope a couple of people have found that of interest. That's my analysis of why I call some of the shoots primary shoots and some of the shoots secondary shoots. Thanks for watching the video. Please give me a thumbs up, share the video if you think anybody will be interested in my opinion. Please subscribe to my channel, and remember to click on the bell if you'd like to know when new videos come out. See you all soon. Brett out for now.